Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. And I'm down here with my little tiger friend, my little blow-up tiger friend. I don't have too many blow-up friends, just in case your mind is wandering there. But tigers are certainly welcome in our lives. So I'm down here next to Circular Quay, just to the side of the Museum of Contemporary Art. And I just want to go on a little journey and take you with me, and we discover a little bit more about a book summary that I've read this morning entitled The Little Book of Hygge by an author named Meik Wiking, who talks to us about a concept called Hygge. And what is Hygge? Hygge is a Danish term, which we'll examine and find out a little bit more about. And in order to put it into perspective, the author uses a quote to kick off her book and introduce us to this wonderful lifestyle concept called Hygge, which is a Danish word once again. And she talks about Winnie the Pooh, and in one of his stories, in one of his books, he's asked how to spell a certain emotion. And Winnie, in his simple sort of way, but very, very profound way, simply says that when it comes to emotion, you don't spell it, but all you do is feel it. So it's a feeling, and it's not something that you can describe, it's not something that you can compartmentalize, and it's something that you can't basically put a recipe to, or have it as an ingredient, but you need to experience it in its full spectrum. So this term Hygge is a Danish attitude which relates to well-being, comfort, and the feeling of being at home. And to help put that into perspective, and I found this very interesting as well, was that the author reminds us that the Danish have an extremely stable level of mental health across their community. So what we do is we do a little bit of a deeper dive to try and understand what is it that contributes to that a level of stability of mental health, especially in a world where mental health seems to be an issue and a challenge across cultures, across generations, and across family lines. So what is it that makes the Danes so good at having a stable mental health? And the author says that it can simply be encapsulated, should I say, not described, but encapsulated in a feeling which is called Hygge. And the author then tries to describe it to us. And once again, it cannot be fully described, but at least they can give us an idea of how it feels like. So they say that Hygge is a mood, is a feeling, and is even an activity. It's a sense that you have. It's a very, very powerful sort of emotion, but a comforting emotion. And it's also an atmosphere and an environment that you feel, you partake in, but you can also create. And Hygge is something that you can experience anytime, anywhere, like it is something which is unlimited. So Hygge, a feeling, an unlimited feeling that can be expressed and felt anytime, anywhere, and it is basically unlimited. not limited in any way. So let's do a little bit of a walk and talk. I'll just stay where I am here at the moment because I'm just out of the wind and out of the sun, and it's a nice experience that I'm feeling here. So may this be part of my Hygge for the day. And Hygge is a unique way to happiness, according to the author. It's a unique way to happiness and a feeling in its own way, because it's a sense of coziness and a sense of self, of being comfortable and cozy within yourself, which is really, really interesting and really powerful. So the author says that this is all about feeling good about yourself and being yourself. And we should all consider making time to enjoy life, be happy, and practice contentment, rather than being worried about our past and anxious about our future. So how do we develop this feeling? How do we develop and enhance this atmosphere of Hygge? And once again, the author then tries to describe it a little bit to us, and he says that Hygge is an atmosphere where you do what you can to create the right environment, the right feeling, and to generate the right atmosphere. And that's why a lot of people spend time building and designing home environments so that they can include as many elements that they can that help make the home or the house a home, make it comfortable and make it homely. So the Danes, and this is something new which I wasn't quite aware of, are obsessed with candles. They're obsessed with lighting and lamp design and natural elements such as wood and interior design. So for those of us who are looking to make our lives more comfortable and create an atmosphere and an environment that is conducive to homeliness, then a focus on lighting and natural elements in our home design is something that could lead us to this wonderful feeling. He talks about the importance of having open rooms and surfaces, fireplaces, stoves, a cozy corner, a nook with a great cozy couch where you can just curl up and read and just enjoy the moment. And the final point from this wonderful text is that Hygge is an all-encompassing atmosphere, but is not limited to any single place or activity. So one of the key learnings from this book is that we need to try and become content in the moment, enjoy the now, and not be overly anxious about our future or worry too much about our past. And this seems to be a common sort of theme which comes across quite a few books that I've read lately. The importance of being mindful, being in the moment, and shaping your environment, shaping your language, shaping your social circle, so that you create an environment which brings you peace, brings you happiness, and brings you contentment. So the bottom line from Hygge is that it's a sensory experience, that we need to engage our senses in a way which is powerful, which is engaging, which is empowering, and to try and live trouble-free, especially the troubles, according to the author, that we create in our own minds with the stories, with the bullshit stories that we say to ourselves and incessantly play over and over and over again in our own minds, and the stories that we keep on reminding our friends and family with all the time. So the lesson here is to relieve ourselves of our worries, our past, relieve ourselves of the anxieties of the future with the expectations that just bring pressure upon us, and just live in the moment, and to be happy, to be content with our moment, and not to overwhelm ourselves and overburden ourselves with troubles, not only our troubles, but also the troubles that other people foist upon us if we're not careful. So thank you very much for joining me on this edition of Jim's 5am Club, where we went through this book, and it's one of two books, and I'll be doing another one at lunchtime from the same author with a different theme, but a Danish theme, in terms of lifestyle and how we can live our lives to improve our mental health. Because, as we said before, the Danes, for some reason, seem to have a very stable mental health capacity, which is something that I guess everybody can learn from and everybody can gain from. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay committed, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and most importantly, let's stay content and not try and live a troubled life by shaping the environment, the social circle, the circumstances that we surround ourselves with, and not living an overly troubled or complex life. So Yassas, thank you very much. Vilakya, kisses from Jim's 5am Club, and I'll come to you again in about an hour or two, where I go through my lunch break and deliver another book summary on this wonderful day. An overcast day, a little bit of breeze, but it is mild and beautiful. So until we chat again, take care, and let's make the most of this wonderful day that we have ahead of us. Ciao for now, from Jim on Jim's 5am Club.